there's like an internal battle going on inside, because it's like I know that I did something wrong.
Is Gypsy Rose Blanchard lying about her pregnancy? She claims that she's expecting a baby with her current boyfriend, but is that actually the case? Could she be lying about the date of conception so that the baby doesn't seem like it's her ex-husband's? The whole story surrounding her pregnancy is honestly crazy, so let's get straight into it. Gypsy announced her pregnancy this July. She said that she was expecting a baby with her current partner, Ken Erger. She posted about this on her social media, including her YouTube and her Instagram. Gypsy said that her baby is due in January 2025. But even though many people were happy for her, others had questions. Before Gypsy got back together with Ken, she was married to Ryan Anderson. The two of them split up just a couple of months ago, and technically, they're still married. The divorce process hasn't been finalized yet. That's how recent this whole thing is. So, since she and Ryan were still together not too long ago, could this baby actually be his? Why is Gypsy so sure that it's Ken's? She actually spoke to ABC News about this. She did an interview with them, and in it, she said that the baby is absolutely 100% Ken's. She said that the last time she was with Ryan was mid-March, so the timeline would seem to suggest that the baby can't be his. Gypsy also later explained this on social media in more detail. In a response to someone on TikTok, she wrote that she left Ryan in March. She got her period the following month in April, then she was intimate with Ken and only Ken. And eventually, she took a pregnancy test and tested positive on May 24th. She, yet again, repeated that Ken was the father. But here's the thing. Not everyone is going to believe that, despite all of Gypsy's claims. And I'm not just talking about her fans and followers. Gypsy will most likely have to get a paternity test to prove that Ken really is the father, because otherwise, Ryan's name will end up on the birth certificate no matter what she says. This is all actually because of where Gypsy lives. She lives in Louisiana, and Louisiana state law is very particular about who is considered a baby's father. Basically, if a woman is married to someone and gets pregnant, then her husband will always be considered the father no matter what. His name will be put on the birth certificate, and the state will see him as the child's dad. Because Gypsy and Ryan aren't officially divorced yet, this is exactly what will happen. You might think that there would be an exception for couples who are separated, but that's not really the case. You actually have to be fully divorced for at least 300 days for the state of Louisiana to not automatically see your ex-husband as the father of your child. So it doesn't matter that Gypsy seems to be happy in her new relationship. On paper, she is still Ryan's wife. So the baby will be seen as Ryan's baby. Of course, there is something she can do about this. She can ask to have a paternity test done. But for that, Ken will have to agree to it too. Right now, he and Gypsy seem to be happy together. They both seem super excited about growing their little family. When Gypsy spoke to ABC News, she said that when she found out that she was pregnant, she got very excited. But she also admitted that she was really nervous. Once she told Ken, he was apparently shocked, but eventually he became happy too. And now they're both happy and excited for this next chapter in their life. That's obviously great news for Gypsy. Ken will most likely agree to that paternity test. But at the same time, you have to wonder, what if things go wrong? Could he just refuse to take the test? He's not automatically going to be seen as the baby's father, so this could potentially cause some real issues for Gypsy. Although I really don't think that's very likely to happen. Like I said, both Gypsy and Ken seem really happy right now. So they will probably want to fix this as soon as possible. Some sources close to Gypsy actually confirmed this. They spoke to TMZ, and apparently Gypsy wants to move the divorce from Ryan along as fast as she can. She thinks that this could help the whole paternity situation, although she knows that they will have to get that paternity test no matter what. It really looks like Gypsy and Ken are willing to try anything they can to make this situation less messy. They seem to genuinely be ready to start a family, and they just want to focus all their energy on that. The question is when they will be ready to do this paternity test. Technically, they could have a prenatal paternity test done right now. This might actually be their best option too. If they wait until after the baby is born, they might have to take the whole thing to court, because by that point, the child will have their birth certificate, which will list Ryan as the father, unless they get the test done beforehand. It really seems like the baby most likely is Ken's after all. Because of the Louisiana state law, it would be weird for Gypsy to lie about this. If she was worried that the baby wasn't Ken's, she probably wouldn't have said everything that she said. Imagine if, after all this, we found out that the baby is actually Ryan's. That would be super messy. Personally, I just don't see that happening. Though, I guess you never know. Still, despite the fact that Gypsy and Ken seem really excited and sure of what they're doing, not everyone is fully on board. Some fans have voiced their concerns about the two of them starting a family so soon after getting back together. It does seem like things are happening kind of fast for them, but this isn't the only issue people have with Gypsy's pregnancy. Some people also think that she might not be genuinely ready for this, and many are worried that she's not doing this for the right reasons. This is because it seems like Gypsy's been obsessed with getting pregnant for a while now. She and Ryan were supposedly seen buying baby supplies while they were still together, so they were thinking about having a baby too. But there's more. Way back before Gypsy went to prison, she was in a relationship with a man named Nicholas Gojon. Nicholas is the man who was found guilty of taking Gypsy's mother's life. And back when he and Gypsy were still together, they were apparently thinking about having a baby too. During the trial, Gypsy admitted that she considered getting pregnant with Nicholas's baby so that her mother would accept him. She also reportedly stole some baby clothes from Walmart. This all happened years ago, so it really seems like Gypsy's been thinking about this for ages now. She's clearly been desperate to have a baby for a long time. That might not necessarily be a bad thing. Many people feel this way. There are a lot of people out there who just genuinely want to have a baby and want to be good parents more than anything. But in Gypsy's case, it does raise some potential red flags. People are worried that she might not be emotionally ready for all of this. What she went through when she was younger was extremely traumatic. So some people think that it might be a little too soon for her to start a family. Then again, we can't really know that. It's entirely possible that Gypsy and Ken do know what they're doing. Who knows? They might prove people wrong and become the most wholesome little family out there. That would honestly be great to see. At the end of the day, they do seem really excited right now. So hopefully they continue to stay this happy and things work out for them in the end. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? What are your thoughts on Gypsy's entire pregnancy drama? Do you think Ken is the baby daddy? Or is there a chance it could somehow be Ryan's baby? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.